Kickstart with this very one, President Bola Tinubu has assured the Nigeria police of adequate collaboration and provision of incentives to maintain internal security. The president gave the assurance at the 2025 conference and retreat of senior police officers held in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital.
The CASPO 2025 conference and retreat for senior police officers is basically to realign the police vision and to provide insight for best practices and professionalism. President Bola Tinubu, represented by Vice President Kashim Shettima, said the present administration has embarked on major reforms to stabilize the economy as well as to ensure that the shared responsibility of security is duly realized. Tinubu also assured that all necessary support would be given to police to enhance service delivery and to ensure that core mandate is well positioned and sustained for adequate internal security.
We will continue collaborating with the police leadership to provide financial incentives to motivate officers and all duty personnel to perform at their highest level. While remuneration can fully compensate for the sacrifices made by our security forces, we remain committed to supporting them in their crucial work of keeping Nigeria safe.
Governor Dr. Abiodun, in his remarks, noted that security is the cornerstone of any nation, emphasizing that it is a shared responsibility that must be held in high regard.
Our building and future together agenda emphasizing the role of security in achieving sustainable economic growth. The major challenge in security management is a lack of public trust with law enforcement agencies. This must change. We must build a police system where every Nigerian, regardless of background, believes that law enforcement agencies are their friends and are there to protect them, not to oppress them.
Abiodun also said that his administration remains very committed and dedicated to strengthening security agencies, adding that a special drone and provision of electric motorcycle will soon be launched to tackle any form of insecurity.
As crime becomes more sophisticated, security forces must evolve. We must integrate technology-driven solutions such as surveillance drones for monitoring high-risk vast areas, particularly for timely management funds.
Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun has inaugurated the 3.12-kilometer Okerenja-Ilobi Road in Yewa South local government. This is part of efforts at ensuring the well-being and welfare of the people in the state.
The inauguration of 3.12 kilometers Okerenja-Ilobi Road in Yewa South local government area of the state marks another historic moment in the journey of the current administration towards more progress and economic development. Governor Abiodun Tendi Oluof Ilaru, Chairman of the Ogun State Council of Obas, other monarchs, community leaders, and the people of the community for their collaboration and cooperation towards the completion of the road, saying his administration would continue to make promises and fulfill them.
This road is not just an infrastructure development. It's a pathway to the progress and economic development that will significantly enhance the quality of the life of Okerenja and the Ilobi community in particular. Our rural communities, our food basket. That is where we have our farmland. Our people are predominantly farmers. Ogun State is about almost 17,000 square kilometers, out of which about 12,000 square kilometers of that is agriculture, and our people are farmers. How do we unlock their potential? How do we ensure that we achieve food security if we don't ensure that we construct these roads that connect our farmers from the rural to the market? And that's exactly what we are doing.
Governor Abiodun noted that with the ongoing work on the other side of the Agbara Lusada Road, it will soon be inspected the interchange Pakwalan to Obele Road with Alaji Aliko Dangote to hasten the completion of the road, which is being constructed with tax credit.
Our commitment to infrastructural development is numerous and evident. We continue to construct projects across the length and breadth of the state. Today, we have constructed about 1,000 kilometers of road across the length and breadth of the state. In all those areas, 1,000 kilometers.
Earlier, in his remarks, Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Deakisoya said the road, which was in a deplorable condition before its construction, will now bring succor to the people.
The road was ordered in September 2024 to the CCEC with the vision to enhance the progress, productivity, and accessibility to essential services and foster economic growth of the state.
In their goodwill messages, Olof Ilaro and Paramount of Yowaland, Obakende Olugbele, among others, commended Governor Abiodun for bringing development to Ogun West, adding that the governor has done exceedingly well.
We have taken away our reproach, we have taken away our shame, because you know what we have on social media, that is the opinion. But the opinion of the good people of Yowaland and Ogun West that we have done excellently well. For transforming the state and creating a living atmosphere for democracy to thrive, especially at the grassroots. The government says what you promise we will do, and this government has been doing that. I have to say that, and God will continue to strengthen you.
The monarch also urged the governor to extend the construction of the road from Erinja to Ilobi, saying that the extension will further take development to other parts of the town.
Two roads, Awokoya Road and Ibeba Talbot Midi Lane in Ijebode, have been inaugurated with a promise to continue to prioritize infrastructure development across the state. While inaugurating the 6 kilometers road, Governor Dapo Abiodun explained that since 2019, 22 roads have been constructed in Ijebode, with 16 completed, while the remaining 6 are still under construction.
In Ijebode, the local government is among many roads are reconstructed by the Governor Dapo Abiodun-led administration, which it will make life more meaningful for people and ease the stress they face on the road. The governor noted that the ancient town of Ijebode has suffered a high number of bad roads in the past, which he said has hampered commercial activities and development within the town.
This road is an extremely important and impactful road to all our Ijebode citizens, but particularly this road leads to the playing ground of Ijebode. What is the trauma that people have gone through, the number of lives that have been lost anytime you rain in this corridor, and how difficult it has been in the past to access the playing ground. It was my desire and my dream to ensure that for the layer of 2025, that will be history. And that is why I was determined not just to complete this goal, but to commission it on this significant day, a day before the layer of the day was born.
Abiodun assured of the completion of the remaining 6 roads, disclosing that his government in the past 6 years has constructed 1,200 kilometers of road across the state. This, he said, is unprecedented in the history of the state, promising that it would be just, fair and equitable in the distribution of infrastructural amenities in the state.
What I've done in Ijebode is not in Ijebode alone. I promise I will be fair, will be just, will be equitable, and I always said one thing, that we will not develop any part of this state at the expense of another. And the reason why is very simple. I may be from the police, but I am just more of the state. To that extent, I want to pledge that we will continue to be fair, to be just, and to be peaceable.
The State Head of Service, Mr. Kennedy Nosoya, in his remark, appreciated Governor Dapo Abiodun for a sense of equity and inclusive system of governance, which he said has engendered massive development across the state.
This is an apostle of equity, justice, and inclusivity. As you are consulting in the West, you are consulting in the West. And you are even consulting in the center. And indeed, the most of the state. It is development is very, very fundamental to show in terms of investment. I want to appreciate your excellence for what you continue to do.
The Commissioner for Works and Infrastructure, Engineer Ade Akinsoya, among other notable indigenous of Ijebu-Ode, said the reconstruction of the road was made possible due to the unwavering commitment of the governor to ease the movement of people within the town.
The reconstruction of the part of Gidi Lane and Awokoya are geared to enhancing connectivity, promoting economic growth, improve access to the social services for our people who are not working opportunity for people to thrive in the area.
Your Excellency, we thank you for this great project and many other ones that are still in the office. We say a big thank you on behalf of the people of Ijebu-Ode and on behalf of the people of Ijebu Central Federal Constituency.
We have been enjoying all that you have been doing for us, and we pray that you do more for us. We have seen so many infrastructural developments that you have done for us.
Some community leaders also admonished residents to take ownership of the road through proper maintenance by avoiding dumping of refuse into drainages and water channels.
In the past month, the newly renovated Olumo Rock Tourist Complex was inaugurated with a promise to develop other tourist centers across Ogun State. Inaugurating the new look Olumo Rock, the governor, Prince Dapo Abiodun, said the current administration has identified the tourism sector as a viable means of creating employment and generating revenue to enhance the state's economy.
According to Governor Abiodun, the renovation of Olumo Rock was carried out in accordance with the Ishaya mantra of the current administration to restore the glory of the tourist site, being the historical and cultural center of the Egba people. The governor maintained that the site has played an important role in the history of Egba land as it offered abode for them during intertribal wars, adding that this renovation has made the state a formal center of tourism in the country.
In commemoration of the commissioning of the newly renovated Olumo Rock.
He also noted that the tourist site will be concessioned to the private sector for proper maintenance and to preserve its beauty in order to attract more tourists.
With profound gratitude to Almighty God and all those who made it possible, I hereby, with all sense of pride, declare the renovated Olumo Tourist Center Complex open to the public. Now let me make this announcement. Throughout the entire summer, meaning that from down to the public sometime in September, Olumo Rock will be open to the public free of charge. No charging anybody. We are inviting you to come and experience Olumo Rock free of charge. Sustain this legacy. Will be concessioning this facility to someone who will be able to look after it, the rest of it, and ensure that it remains like this the way we recreated it for many more years.
Abiodun commended the Alakian Paramount of Egbaland, Oba Aditoso and Gbadebo, as well as people of Shodeke, Ikereku, and Itoko for their support during the renovation, saying the intervention will now improve the economic activities of the areas and the state at large.
As we commission this modernized complex today, we are emphasizing that good government is not only measured in construction of infrastructure like our world-class airport airport, nor the construction of just roads and bridges, but also in the souls of the people. Those souls with the vision and the legacy they leave for generations unborn. I urge our young people to embrace this treasure.
He also disclosed that the new site is provided with the latest technology, urging the youth to avail themselves of the opportunity to update their knowledge about culture and traditions.
In another development, Ogun State recorded another significant milestone with the commencement of commercial flight operation at the Gateway International Airport located at Iperuremo in Ikenne local government. Governor Dapo Abiodun, who witnessed the inaugural flight takeoff at the airport, described the event as a major milestone in the actualization of his administration's vision of transforming the state into an investment-friendly and economically viable state.
As you can see, this is the first official commercial flight to take off from Gateway International Airport in Ileshan, Iperuremo in Ikenne local government, and it is indeed a significant milestone for Governor Dapo Abiodun administration, particularly in realizing the state transportation master plan.
Marking the beginning of commercial operations from the Gateway International Airport to the rest of the world, but of course today to Abuja. We do this to the glory of God and to the use of everyone that is passing through the airport.
The new airport is a strategic component of the state's multimodal transportation master plan, designed to integrate road, rail, air, and water transport systems, thereby boosting trade, tourism, and industrialization.
So I'm so happy and grateful to the government and to God Almighty that the governor took the bull by the horn and pursued this vision to where we are today. And I'm so glad I'm joining the maiden flight.
I've been so glad and very happy to witness the takeoff of the commercial flights right from the Gateway International Airport in Peru to Abuja. And I've seen that you can even get to Port Harcourt, Lagos, Banjul. So I'm waiting to see it flying even up to London, America, and all other places.
To these personalities, the airport will improve the local economy and individual prosperity of residents of the state.
This is a giant step towards economic development. It's an historic day, and I'm happy to be part of that great history. This has further repositioned Ogun State as the investment destination of choice. The airspace is open to the world. We are indeed very, very proud. It's a testament to the power of vision, power of courage, determination, resilience. Glory be to God.
The Senate is resuming, and there's nothing more exciting than to take a flight from your own state, an airport built by your own state government, in an airplane operated by another son of Ogun State, and to resume my work. I'm extremely delighted. History is being made, and we are grateful to God, and we are grateful to the stational leadership of Prince Dapo Abiodun administration of the state.
The airport is situated within the nexus of two very important roads in Nigeria, Lagos-Ibadan Expressway and the Benin-Shagamu Expressway. So it's easily accessible. A new connection is under construction between the airport and the Benin-Shagamu Expressway to make it even more accessible. So we implore all Antonians to take advantage of the airport. ValueJet that is operating here today are known for reliability and dependability. So together with the quality infrastructure here, we can look forward to a very, very good experience.
Governor Abiodun explained that the state development roadmap jointly developed with partners including Olabisi Onabanjo University and the United Kingdom Foreign Development Office outlines clear steps towards achieving a focused and qualitative governance while promoting public-private partnerships for economic growth. He commended the Minister of Aviation, Festus Keyamo, the Nigerian Civil Aviation Authority, and security agencies for their support and professionalism throughout the airport certification and approval process, describing the role as diligent and thorough.
This is real. A commercial operation starting from Ogun State for the lifetime of an administration. We came here 2021. Some people said it was just a photo op. They said it was just politics. They mocked us. They said this place was nothing but a dump site. Some people said that they were going to use this place as a cattle ranch.
Some others had this airport built on a PowerPoint. But again, we are here today, and you have seen what can be achieved when there's vision.
According to the governor, the Gateway International Airport is expected to serve as a key driver for investment flow, job creation, and improved connectivity, positioning Ogun State as a major economic gateway in Nigeria.
So today is a great day of joy for not just for the entirety of Ogun State citizens, I think, for the country, for the aviation industry. They say that anyone can build roads. Anyone can build flyovers. Anyone can build schools. Anyone can build hospitals. Not many people can build an airport. You can build an airstrip. And the road connects you from one point A to point B. An airport connects you from one point to the rest of the world. Today, Ogun State is officially connected to the rest of the world.
While appreciating the people of the state for their support, Abiodun noted that his administration since inception has transformed the socio-economic status of the state by making it the investment destination of choice.
In this year, 2025, a new executive council chamber was unveiled by Ogun State Governor Abiodun. Governor Abiodun said this is part of ongoing urban renewal and regeneration scheme in the state to give the seat of power a world-class council chamber where decisions affecting the state will be discussed.
A proud moment for Governor Abiodun as he received Adewale Kayode, an Ogun State mathematics teacher who was named as one of the top 50 UNESCO global teachers at the Jet Education Global Teachers Prize by the Vaki Foundation in collaboration with the UNESCO.
We apologize for the mix-up. We move to the next story. Wife of Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, has announced plans to champion the free cancer screening of 10,000 women across the state over the next 2 years at the newly commissioned Oba Demola Cancer Screening Clinic in Abeokuta. Mrs. Abiodun made this known during the official opening of the Ogun State Flat Breast Cancer Screening Clinic, which hosted the chairperson of First Ladies Against Cancer, Mrs. Chioma Uzodima.
This is the official opening of the Ogun State Flat Breast Cancer Screening Clinic right here at Oba Demola Maternity Hospital, Abeokuta, and the chairperson of First Ladies Against Cancer, FLAC, who doubles as the wife of Imo State Governor, Mrs. Chioma Uzodima, and her predecessors, and the wife of the former governor of Kebbi State, Dr. Zinob Bangudu.
Mrs. Abiodun said the initiative aims to raise awareness about breast cancer and promote early detection among women aged 18 to 60.
This is a win for the First Ladies Against Cancer initiative and a step forward in the fight against cancer. It is my sincere hope that this clinic will open up more opportunities for other states to do the same. Early detection saves lives. A simple screening done at the right time can make the difference between life and death.
In collaboration with Rush Nigeria, Mrs. Uzodima and Dr. Bagudu explained that the Flat Screening Clinic will serve as a referral hub to ensure that women with suspicious findings are promptly referred to tertiary health facilities for further evaluation and treatment.
It offers clinical breast exams, health education, and referrals in a safe and dignified space where women can prioritize their health without fear. Emma wá sí kílíníkì torí it is a good thing. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ our partners were from Roche.
Breast cancer is the leading cause of cancer-related death for women in Nigeria. Breast cancer is not unbeatable if we come together to fight it.
As one of only 2 states selected for the flagship program, Ogun and Kwara states, dignitaries at the event said the initiative will complement the government's ongoing efforts to provide qualitative health care for residents.
We want to assure you from the government side that we are committed ensuring that the sustainability of this service within our state.
When you build a village, you are building an entire nation. You are building resources. You are building programs. You are building food. And that is what we have done today.
Health officials and cancer survivors described the initiative as a timely and welcome development.
I know what it costs me and my husband to have my own treatment during my own time.
Specifically on Mondays and Thursdays, we are going to have a screening for breast cancer. As the clinic is going to run from 9 in the morning to about 2 in the afternoon for every Mondays and Thursdays.
Highlight of the event was the official signing of the partnership agreement between Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun and the General Manager of Rush Nigeria, Dr. Ladi Hamid, witnessed by Mrs. Choma Uzodima, Dr. Zino Bagudu, and the Ogun State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Toby Koka.
Senator Rashida Dewolu Ladoja officially received the staff of office as the 44th Olubadan of Ibadan land with the charge to unify the people of Ibadan and work in harmony with the powers that be for meaningful development. President Bola Tinubu was in Ibadan to witness the historic coronation of his longtime friend and political ally, where he reassured Nigerians that there is light at the end of the tunnel, emphasizing that the nation's economy is on the path of improvement. The coronation was graced by an array of dignitaries, governors of Ondo, Osun, and Ekiti State, former governors of Ogun State, Cross River, and Kano, as well as eminent royal fathers, including the Sultan of Sokoto, the Alaafin Oyo, among others.
And taking the other story again, a new executive council chamber has been unveiled by Ogun State Governor Prince Dapo Abiodun. Governor Abiodun said this is part of ongoing urban renewal and regeneration scheme in the state to give the seat of power a world-class council chamber where decisions affecting the state will be discussed.
A proud moment for Governor Dapo Abiodun as he received Adewale Kayode, an Ogun State mathematics teacher who was named as one of the top 50 UNESCO Global Teachers at the Jet Education Global Teachers Prize by the Vaki Foundation in collaboration with the UNESCO.
What he has achieved is not by some freak accident.
While unveiling the new Executive Council chamber, Governor Abiodun explained that his administration in the last 6 years has carried out several reforms in the state that have transformed and enhanced the state economy. He noted that his administration has fulfilled all the promises made through the provision of necessary infrastructure, such as completion of all innovative projects that have benefit to people of the state, rehabilitation of schools, primary health centers, and other developmental projects that have added value to the growth of the state.
From the interchange to Abeokuta to our offices, from the exterior to my office, to our waiting room, to all the offices in the secretariat, and now to the State Executive Council chamber. I'm sure that any potential investor that comes to the state will not be in doubt of the seriousness, the focus, how intentional and deliberate we are as the state government. And they can immediately begin to see a match between where we operate from and all the good things that people are now beginning to see visible across the 3 territories and 4 divisions of this great state.
He described the former governor of the state, Olusegun Shoba, who was in attendance as a pillar of support to the current administration, whose advice has helped in achieving sustainable economic growth. Commending members of the State Executive Council for their support, the governor noted that the achievements recorded were as a result of collective efforts, assuring that his administration would continue to work towards development of the state.
Because what we're doing today is in line with the urban renewal and regeneration of this great state. It's in line with our vision of holding all the tenets of good governance and creating an enabling environment for investors to come, to invest, knowing that will lift our state up economically and be beneficial to the good people of the state.
In his remarks, Chief Olusegun Shoba congratulated Governor Dapo Abiodun for what he called monumental achievements recorded across the state. Former governor was elated over the new Executive Council chamber, said he was happy that all these developments are taking place in his lifetime, adding that the ongoing development at Ibara GRA was a welcome idea that will beautify and change the face of Egba land.
And then I came in here because there is great inspiration. Things will start all the things to now do very well in a very conducive, world-class atmosphere. Yeah, after we will very gloriously. We have created the pillars and are going to repeat it. And we're starting to do more of the world that is going to come. We in the state,
Sheikh Iski Lawal and Bishop of Egba Anglican Diocese jointly prayed for dedication of the new ESCO chamber. Yusuf Ganigu, OGTV News.
President Bola Tinubu, in the year under review, declared a state of emergency in Rivers State. He made the pronouncement in a live nationwide broadcast following political crisis engulfed the state. Tinubu also suspended governor of the state, Simelai Vara, his deputy, and all elected members of the State House of Assembly for an initial period of 6 months.
Former President Muhammadu Buhari's body has been buried in his hometown, Daura, Katsina State. The body of Buhari was brought in from London, where he passed on after he was hospitalized. The town of Daura received visitors from far and near who came to pay last respect to the former president.
The presidential jet that conveyed Buhari's corpse from London touched down at the Katsina State Airport at about 2 in the afternoon. The body of the late leader arrived at the MS Palace in Daura under tight security, accompanied from London by Vice President Kashim Shettima, President Tinubu's Chief of Staff Senator Jabiamila, and family members, while military officers later conveyed his remains to his residence amidst a mammoth crowd. Islamic prayer was offered at his residence, while President Bola Tinubu led government delegation, family members and other dignitaries moved to his gravesite for override. Late former President Buhari's citations were read at the gravesite before his remains were committed to Mother Earth with military salute. At the venue were former Vice President, Professor Zurut Shibaju, and state governors. Other dignitaries at the burial included Deputy Senate President and Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives. Born on December 17, 1942, Buhari served as Nigeria's military ruler from 1983 to 1985 and later returned as a civilian president in 2015. 7 until 2023. His death marked the end of an era in successive leadership history of Nigeria.
President Bola Tinubu has described the late Awujale and paramount ruler of Ijebuland, Oba Sikiru Kayode Adetono, as a man of honor and dignity who was passionate about the development of the Yoruba race and the nation at large. Tinubu stated this in the year under review under the 8th day Fidel for the late monarch in Ijebu-Ode, Ogun State.
President Bola Tinubu arrived at Gateway Agro-Cargo International Airport for the 8-day Fidel prayer for the late Awujale paramount of Ijebuland. While eulogizing the virtues of the late monarch, President Tinubu described him as an important factor in his emergence as the president of the nation, noting that Oba Adetono stood by him throughout the election period. He said the honor of Grand Command of Niger, GCON, bestowed on the late monarch during his 94th birthday was a significant step to appreciating his contributions to nation building, urging the people to uphold and emulate the good legacy of sterling leadership demonstrated by the late monarch.
And to recount the June 12th episode, our protest then, our episode in this palace, and foray, our resistance, our determination to reverse the annulment of June 12th. Papa was steadfast, was resolute, was very encouraging.
The president therefore called on the Yorubas to embrace peace and unity in appreciation of the tremendous contributions of the monarch to the Yoruba culture and traditions.
When at this stage I must mention clearly how much I thank you for taking care of our father. He is our leader of conscience, tradition, and a great value. He brought pride, dignity, and honor to the Yoruba race. I'm extremely proud of him. He was always there at that time of need for all of us.
In his remark, Governor Dapo Abiodun said, late Awujale is more than a monarch with exceptional intellect, which he said, as we define the state's traditional council, adding that his tenure witnessed tremendous development in Ijebu land and beyond. Abiodun also noted that the Awujale upheld the culture of Ijebu land, stating that this must not be undermined, hence the need for peaceful coexistence among one another.
In honor of our KPAC, we celebrate a life lived to the fullest, 91 remarkable years, and an extraordinary reign spanning 65 years. 65 years of sterling leadership, principled service, and transformative impact, not only in Ijebu land, but across Ogun State and Nigeria at large. KBAC was more than a monarch. He was the voice of the voiceless, the fearless conscience of a nation.
The event witnessed an array of dignitaries across all sectors who have come to pay their last respect to the monarch.
Donald Trump was in the year under review, inaugurated as the 47th President of the United States of America. The inauguration, which took place at the capital, Washington, D.C., had in attendance all the leading past presidents of the United States. Donald Trump promised to deploy troops to southern borders to checkmate illegal entry, noting that citizens will also be enriched through taxation of foreign nationals working in America. He also said America will only recognize two genders, male and female, restoring law and order in the country. He affirmed that the Gulf of Mexico will henceforth be changed to the Gulf of America. This, he says, is a step in the direction of liberating the nation and making America great again.
And moving on, Robert Francis Prevost became the first Pope from the United States, picking the papal name Leo the 14th after cardinals from around the world elected him leader of the world's 1.4 billion Catholics. The 69-year-old's inauguration ceremony began with a tour in a Pope mobile, standing up in the custom-made white vehicle and smiling, waving and blessing the cheering crowds at the Vatican. Dignitaries present at the inaugural mass included Nigeria's President Bola Tinubu, U.S. Vice President J.D. Vance, Ukraine's leader Volodymyr Zelensky, and a host of others.
We now move to the sport news. The highly anticipated Gateway Games 2024, the 22nd edition of the National Sports Festival, was officially opened in style with a colorful opening ceremony at the main bowl of the MKO Abiola Sports Arena in Abeokuta. The event, which was kicked off by President Bola Tinubu, was represented by his wife, Kashim Shettima, witnessed the presence of dignitaries from all spheres of the nation.
The long-awaited night finally arrived. A celebration of Nigeria's biggest sporting and cultural heritage, Gateway Games 2024. The eyes of the world rest on Ogun State. hosting for the second time, dignitaries from all parts of the nation converged at the MKO Abiola Sports Arena to witness as Ogun State rewrites the story of the National Sports Festival. Isiaka, Commissioner for Sports Development in the state, delivered the welcome address.
With immense joy and great excitement that I stand before you today as the Honorable Commissioner for Sports Development in the state, welcoming you to the 22nd National Sports Festival, the Gateway Game Ogo 2024.
Speeches were also delivered by Chairman and Director General National Sports Commission and Chief Host, Governor Dapo Abiodun.
The second directive to the provision support of the national assets reflects the President's clear and deep understanding of the transformative power of sport to drive economic growth, create jobs, foster youth development, and build national cohesion.
For us, at the head of the IT Committee, we are very convinced and we are sure that by no means this is the first festival that you are ever going to observe in this country.
The Gateway Game 24 is more than just a sporting event. It's a vibrant celebration of the indomitable Nigerian spirit. It highlights our rich cultural heritage, showcases the excellence of our world-class facilities, and reflects the boundless potential of our youth. We are intentional and strategic in our commitment to transforming Ogun State into a thriving sports economy.
Then, the official flag-off by the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima.
For decades, sports has placed Nigeria on the global map, not just in glory, but in feat. From medal-winning Olympians to world-renowned footballers, from heavyweight champions in boxing to our third-on-class champions, we have nurtured a lineage of excellence that has made every Nigerian walk taller. Of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, declared the 22nd National Sports Festival officially open.
What followed afterwards was a frenzied atmosphere, electric, a fusion of sound, dance and show of richness of culture and heritage of the people of Ogun State, carefully and meticulously crafted in excellence. For the next 2 weeks, the best of athletes will compete in different sports for medals, but tonight it's about cultural heritage, a fusion of art and sound. Ogun State makes history.
And finally, on this year's reveal, Nigeria's Super Falcons came from behind to secure a dramatic 3-2 victory over Morocco in a thrilling Women's African Cup of Nations clash played on Saturday. Morocco took an early lead through Ghislaine Chebet in the 12th minute and doubled the advantage when Sana Sudi found the back of the net in the 24th minute. However, Nigeria responded with a determined second-half performance that turned the game around. Esther Okuronko pulled one back for Nigeria in the 64th minute from the penalty spot before Olashide Florence leveled the scoreline with a goal in the 71st minute. Jennifer Chetgini completed comeback with a late winner in the 88th minute, sealing the Super Falcons win.
Hajj looking for his righty. She slipped a little bit. It's forward for Masudi. Shot for number 2. Morocco have doubled the score. Are they on their way to the Cup of Nations title? Okoronkwo against Murici. Okoronkwo sends it the wrong way. Nigeria right back in it. Excellent penalty.
Well taken. Okoronkwo, full of confidence. First goal for her, for the tournament. Cool, calm.
To Okoronkwo. With an opportunity for her second. Squares the ball. Nigeria are right back in it. Ijabi Lucy. The strength of Okoronkwo and Nigeria with the corner. Good floater into that penalty area. Uzraoui, Saud, good skills, floated up, running onto it, they've got a third! Nigeria are about to pull off a massive turnaround. Okoronkwo's free kick. Nigeria have won the Women's Cup of Nations for a 10th time.
And now we have come to the end of the news review for the year 2025. Senior, from the newsroom, what do we wish our people watching us live?
Okay, 2026 is going to be the year of abundance, really, and dedication. Keep watching the People's Daily always, and of course we shall achieve many good things in 2026. I hope you're so ready for that.
Yes,
we need to put in that action.
And then with God, all things are possible.
Exactly,
you know.
Exactly.
So, and we wish our people a prosperous 2026 year coming.
Thank you for watching the end of the year review. Bye for now.